Everyone wants to be the leader, but being second in command is a pretty sweet gig. You have almost the same amount of power, and way less stress. Where I come from, second in command usually does most of the work, practically runs the place. The leader normally takes responsibility and communicates with third parties. It depends on who first in command is, but this is often true. If you are Leslie Knope, you do all of it. Used to work in manufacturing. This is how me and my department head ran. I took care of the micromanagement, he did the macro. Schedules, team assignments, coordination, that was me. Meetings, facilitation of department's goals and big picture planning, that was his gig. Worked like a charm. When things are strictly internal though, the leader might take a slap on the wrist and then proceed to sack those directly beneath. When I got to second in command, I was so jealous of people below for having almost no responsibilities. That's why when I found another job, I made sure I'm not in command of anything. I just do my good work and don't care about anything else. It's the best. Having massive influence over people in command is better than being in command most of the power without any responsibility or risk. In the military, you are expected to know not just your job, but your boss's job and all RT people right below you job. So let's say you are second in command of a company. So you have to know the company commander's job and you have to be able to stand in for any of your platoon commanders at any time. Not only that, but you have to be the go-to guy between the platoon commanders and the company commander. And then you still have to do your job. That's just the basics. There is a lot more, but you should get the point. Last night I dreamed that the number 2 was the most valued number in the world. The vice president had all the power, athletes fought for silver medals, women were considered the best gender, and stadiums of fans shouted, "We're number 2!" As with all my dreams, I'm guessing it was about my fear of immigrants. The king eats and the hand takes a shit. I thought it was, the king shits, the hand wipes. Someone low on the rung answers to usually one direct supervisor. The boss answers to his clients, his suppliers, the town hall, the IRS, the police, the neighbors, the employees, and so on. I like to say it like this. When you're an employee, you probably have one boss. When you're an employer, you have a lot of bosses. Of my experience, second in command runs shit. Works hard. Opens early, closes late, still not on salary. When the lid comes off the tuna tin, they're the first ones in shit. I've been involved in a number of cults, both as a leader and a follower. You have more fun as a follower, but you make more money as a leader. This was my strategy all throughout school. I never ran for class president, only vice president. Sometimes I was the only one running, so I was granted to win. It's like on that old Zulu movie. Spoiler alert, the two guys are trying to one-up each other regarding their military service records to see who was in charge. The guy who won command eventually begged the other to relieve him of it. He was refused. My grandfather told me before you assume command, make sure you want it because after that you're stuck with it. This, you do the hard work but won't get recognition. Good if something goes wrong, bad if it goes well. Not really. My experience is the leader and their second work really closely together. Leader has eyes on the outside, second eyes on the inside. A very good symbiosis. Because usually when things go wrong, both the leader and their second, including their core team, are out and gets replaced with another team. Actually, more often than not, it's the first in command's job to pick subordinates that won't fuck things up. So if their second command has a major fuck up, it's the number one's fault, because they didn't pick the right people to be in charge. Source: ask the shareholders of any publicly traded company. Meh, I'm second in command in my current job, and it's not great. For starters, the first in command is significantly higher in the company than me, and as a result is on 3x the salary. Secondly, pretty much all non-upper management tasks get delegated to me, which I can't really pass on as our department is so small, and I get no credit for anything, unless something goes wrong, in which case, suddenly, my name starts getting thrown around. So I'm not even absolved of responsibility, really. It really depends on the group. Sometimes the second in command has no real power at all. Luckily, this does usually come with plenty of money and no responsibility, though. Sometimes the second in command is under more stress because the first in command is a figurehead with no responsibility. Luckily, this means that the leader will take at least the public fall if something goes horribly wrong. But usually, people within your organization will know when it was actually your fault. There are always trade-offs here and there. And thanks for watching. Also, more videos like this you will find on the channel. Bye.